Hey guys, this is Ash from Imagineyourgoddess. Today I'll be doing another requested deck profile. As you can see, it's Raptor Colonel. This is a new build for Tachikaze that came with the release of BTO8. So let's get into it. My starter, of course, is Raptor Soldier. This is a ride chain deck similar to Riviere or Spectral Duke Dragon, whereas when you ride the Grade 1 over the Grade 0, you can search your deck for top 7 cards of your deck for the Grade 2 or Grade 3 and show it to your opponent and then put it in your hand. What I like about this ride chain is that since Tachikaze is a clan that likes to minus itself to give like your Vanguard or whatever bonus abilities by killing your rearguards, this ride chain effectively lets Tachikaze plus similar to Gold Paladins. When you ride the Grade 2, you can search for the Grade 1 and put it on rearguard circle. Ride the Grade 3, search for the Grade 2, and put it in a rearguard circle. So it effectively fills almost half your field just from getting the ride chain off. So this lets you save cards in hand or use the raptors that you summon as like fodder. As for my triggers, I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crits. I've tried running 6 crit, but I found that in late game I needed more 10k shields. And just through various testing, I've just come up with 7 as the number that's good for me. It's what works. I feel that 6 is too little, 8 is too much, and 7 just is the right number. Then I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 draw. Tachikaze likes to minus itself, and the draws kind of help alleviate this. It lets you fill back your hand or get more cards to put on the field, of course, when you minus yourself for the big abilities that the Grade 3s have. And of course, I run 1, 2, 3, 4 heals. Most every deck should run 4 heals. You never know when one might win you the game. So for my Grade 1s, I run 1, 2, 3, 4 Raptor Sergeants. This is a ride chain deck, so of course you want to maximize getting your ride chain off, so you run 4 of these. Then I run 1, 2, 3, 4 Beam Tarot, and since Tachikaze likes to minus itself by killing its rearguards, you want to have rearguards that give effects when they die, generally, and this is one of the ones that are really good with that. It's a 7k, so behind your 9k raptors that are on rearguard, it swings for 16, so there'll be a 10 to no pass on a 11k, and it also, when it dies, gives plus 3k to a Tachikaze, and you can add this to a rearguard if you wanted, or to your Vanguard, which I'll tell you guys later, I'll show you later why that's really good. Then I run 1, 2 Skypteros. I don't really like running more of this guy because he's a 6k, but he lets you counterblast 1 when he dies. You can put it back in your hand, and it's really good because it gives you another 5k blocker or block in your hand, or another booster for the next turn, or another just something that you can kill. Then, of course, I run 1, 2, 3, 4 perfect guards. Most people like to run 3, it seems, but I feel like in the current meta and just for the foreseeable future in general, that you want 4 perfect guards, because you never know when they're going to break out those big abilities at you, and you're going to need to perfect shield it because you don't want to go through your whole hand to do it. And since this deck does run a lot of draw, you generally will have the extra cards to use on perfect shields, so it's a good idea. For Grade 2s, I run 1, 2, 3, 4 Raptor Captains. Again, ride chain, you want to hit as much as possible, so you run the maximum copies. Then I run 3 Mega Rex. It's 10k vanilla, and frankly there's not that many better options for Tachikaze, and a 10k vanilla is always kind of a solid option in general. So until we get a better card to use, this is what I would use. then 1, 2, 3, 4 slash Taros. Again, it's like Beam Taro when it dies, plus 3k to a Tachikaze unit. And this is really good as well. It just gives you more units that have effects when they die. So onto my grade 3s, I run 1, 2, 3, 4 Raptor Colonels. This is the star of the deck, sort of. It is the grade 3 of the ride chain, and when you ride it and you have the other ones in soul, you can limit break 4 and kill 2 rear guards and add their power to it, so for its attack. And so it's kind of like Ezel in a sense, but it's an Ezel that kills your field to do it. And I find the ability is not actually that useful at all, because by the time you're limit break 4, your opponent is at limit break 4, and they'll probably figure out that you run crits. So they're not really going to let this hit, or they'll just keep perfect shielding this anyway. So generally I don't really use the ability that much. There are a few instances where the ability has put enough pressure to win you the game, and you never really know when they don't have a perfect shield. But generally I see that the ability is kind of like perfect shield fodder, mainly. And here's what I think is the real star of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4 Dark Rexes. Its ability is you can bind it from your hand to give plus 3k to a Tachikaze. What people don't know is that you can put, or usually don't realize, is you can put 3k to any Tachikaze. And let's say you put it on like this slash Taro, plus 3k. Now it can hit MLB unboosted. Or it can hit 11k or 10k even. And that's just kind of one of the things that people don't really understand about this card, is that you can put on any of your 9k rear guards and it can hit all of a sudden. But if your Vanguard doesn't hit, you can kill 3 rear guards and ride this. It is a minus because you're killing 3 and the twin drive, well technically it's a minus 2 even with the twin drive, if you do it on the first turn that you get it, but it lets you twin drive again, essentially. So when I said that Slash Taro and Beam Taro are really good, let's see if I can find it, and Beam Taro, is that when you kill these two for Dark Rex effect, you can choose the order of the effects. So you kill these, then you ride Dark Rex because the attack didn't hit. So then these each give plus 3k to Dark Rex. Well, it's going to be a third unit, so let's say it was a perfect shield. So these 3 units you kill, so you can get this ride. So this gives plus 6k now, and so it swings for 16. And then they still have to worry about the 2 triggers that you could possibly get from that twin drive again. So it adds a lot of pressure, which I feel Tachikaze really needed, because it was kind of a tank deck in a sense before this. But with Dark Rex, this is kind of like a early break ride. It's not as good as a break ride, of course, but it gives the kind of pressure that I think break rides will have in the English meta. And so it's really nice in that sense. And just kind of one of my favorite combos to do is, let's say this is my field. For some reason, I'm playing my perfect shields. So I will swing with this column. So that's 16. And it doesn't hit, or hits, doesn't really matter. Then I swing with Raptor. And I don't use Raptor's limit break. Like I said, I don't like using its limit break. But it doesn't hit. Then I will kill these 3 and ride Dark Rex. So what's really cool about this is the first time you swung with Raptor, you still can put all your triggers on Mega Rex. So now when you swing with this, it's 16, and they can perfect shield or whatever, but you can still put all your triggers on here. So essentially that's 4 triggers that can go on this column, and that's assuming that they're perfect shielding both of your, or no passing both of your Vanguard attacks. So that's what's really good. What sucks though is if this Gambit doesn't kill them or get them to expend most of their hand, you don't have much of a hand to work with really, as well, because you'll have 4 cards. And have lost 3 rear guards to do it. But yeah, this is one of my more fun decks from set 8. I really like this deck. And much play testing, it's actually doing pretty well, but it's really brutal, of course, when you don't hit the right chain, because you need the pluses. Well, you don't need them, but they really help. And of course, if you have the right Dark Rex, it's a 10k vanilla, basically. And that's really bad, so you always want to ride this, even if this is going to be 10k. So, yeah, that's it for my Raptor Colonel deck profile. This has been Ash from Imagineyourgoddess. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you guys want to see and what you don't want to see. And I'll see you guys next time.